Roadcaster because it's not freaking on for some stupid reason. So the whole time I've been broadcasting on YouTube, I haven't had sound. So let me see if that works now. Roadcaster because it's not freaking on for some stupid reason. So the whole time I've been broadcasting on YouTube,
now I'm getting feedback, so I gotta fix
Yeah, I got feedback too now.
Yeah, I gotta fix OB or the Roadcaster. Hold on.
You're using OBS?
And now I'm getting. Well, I'm using OBS to broadcast, but I need
Yeah, I
to
got
fix
feedback too now.
Yeah, I'm fixing the Roadcaster. Hold on.
You're using OBS?
And now I'm getting. Well, I'm using OBS to broadcast, but I need
Yeah,
to
it's.
fix
It's repeating now. I can hear myself repeating a few moments after I speak.
You're using OBS? Well, I'm using OBS to broadcast, but I need
Yeah,
to
it's.
fix
It's repeating now. I can hear myself repeating a few moments after I speak. Yeah, it's repeating now. I can hear myself repeating a few moments after I speak. Cell 15958 has entered the room. We're experiencing operating difficulties. Please stand by. Has entered the room. Oh, they left. We're experiencing operating difficulties. Please stand by. Has entered the room. Oh, they left. We're experiencing operating difficulties.
Okay.
Please
Is that
stand
any
by.
better?
I don't know. I can still hear myself like about 3 seconds after everything I speak, repeating it. Then again,
Yeah.
so funny. I don't know. I can still hear myself like about 3 seconds after everything I speak, repeating it. Then again, so funny. I don't know. I can still hear myself like about 3 seconds after everything I speak, repeating it. Then again, so funny. I don't know. I can still hear myself.
Okay, how is this? Is that repeating?
That one didn't.
Okay. Okay, how is
I'm not
this?
hearing myself.
Is that repeating? Nope, that repeated. Shit. Okay, so that's...
That one didn't.
Okay. Okay, how is
I'm not
this?
hearing myself.
Nope, that repeated. Shit. You're not hearing yourself?
That one didn't. No. I'm still repeating. I'm still hearing
Yeah.
myself repeat and repeat, like an echo chamber.
You're not hearing yourself?
No. I'm still repeating. I'm still hearing
Yeah.
myself repeat and repeat, like an echo chamber.
You're not hearing yourself?
No. I'm still repeating. I'm still hearing myself repeat and repeat, like an echo chamber. I'm still repeating. I'm still hearing.
Testing. 1, 2. Can you hear that?
Yes. I heard testing 1, 2.
1, 2. Can you hear that?
Yes.
Okay, it's repeating still. Shit. Why is it repeating?
I heard testing 1, 2. That.
So that would be Bluetooth. Okay, it's repeating still. Shit. Why is it repeating?
I heard testing 1, 2. That.
So that would be Bluetooth. Okay, it's repeating still. Shit. Why is it repeating?
I heard testing 1, 2.
So that would be Bluetooth. It's routing. Now is that, wait a minute, is that better? It's that.
You're not repeating now.
Yeah, no, it just repeated again. Damn it. Now is that? Wait a minute, is that better? Oh, this is interesting. This will be a test. This will be a test day.
Are you broadcasting from your phone independently of YouTube on a desktop?
This is interesting. This will be a test. Yeah, I'm broadcasting to YouTube. Just give me a minute.
Are you broadcasting from your phone independently of YouTube on a desktop?
Yeah, I'm broadcasting to YouTube. Just give me a minute.
Are you broadcasting from your phone independently of YouTube on a desktop?
Yeah, I'm broadcasting to YouTube. Just give me a minute.
Are you broadcasting from your phone independently of YouTube on a desktop?
Testing, testing. Yeah, I'm broadcasting to YouTube. Just give me a minute. Testing, testing. So there's a repeat. Testing, testing. So there's a repeat. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let's try that.
that? Is that? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. That's what. Testing. 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 I got this hooked up wrong. Damn it. I don't know what's wrong though. Testing. Testing. But I do believe I have audio. I don't know what's wrong though. On this. Oh shit. That was stupid. I'm playing my own video. Okay. Dumb ass. All right. Let's do that again. Okay. Turn all those back on. Back to that. Mix minus. All those are on. Mix minus. Okay, let's try that. Try saying something, Mike.
Hey, it's Mike. I'm still here.
Yeah, you know what would help when you have all these windows open is not to be playing your own damn video.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
because
would help.
I have it all set up really well now, thank God. I thought I had it right, and I'm sitting there going, what's wrong? What's wrong? My video was playing in another window behind a screen sharing window. I had to tunnel in to go see my other machine that's broadcasting. So, yeah, lesson learned there. All right, I wanted to make sure I had audio though. So I definitely have audio on YouTube now, for sure. Proved that.
How many listeners do you have on YouTube?
One watching now. And
I can't believe you only have one listener right now on Twitter, X. I can't believe that
it's
me
right.
here.
Well, I appreciate you coming. Thank you. Where's my
Yeah.
chat? Hold on.
But you usually will get a lot of people. Usually you'd have at least 15 or 20 people at this point.
Yeah, I'm not that worried about it. I'm just opening up office hours. I'm getting my sea legs and video and all that again, and I'm not. I'm more here for me than anybody else at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just to hey, I've got got this under my belt. I'll save the recording. We'll do YouTube and stuff on the website and put it up there, and people can check it out.
Yeah. Well, this is being broadcast to me in the vertical format. I kind of wonder if the video that is saved on Twitter will be a vertical format of you.
Actually, I believe I can turn it.
Oh, look at that! You can turn it.
But then I can't.
Oh,
it's really hard to see on my iPhone screen because it screws it all up. You know how like if you turn it normally to look at it on a space, it won't work. So yeah, it doesn't. I can't see what I'm doing if I turn it that way.
Wow, that's something.
Yeah, that's very interesting. But it's very cool because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that I've got a good signal into YouTube. Let me see here. Time loop. Perfect on his side. Thank you. Can you hear Mike?
Hey, YouTube, can you hear me?
So, I mean, he's definitely, you can tell Elon is upgrading the infrastructure.
I'm kind of.
Well, I mean, this is a lot to add this capability to be able to stream and then have a bunch of people see it live and everything. Yeah, man, I hear it all. No echo. Awesome. Thank you so much, Time Loop. I appreciate your feedback on that.
I do have to add something to what you just said, is that I broadcast live on Twitter for over a decade. They had a live streaming system built in Periscope.
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware of that?
Yep. Oh
And
yeah,
he
I'm
shut
aware
it
of
down.
it all,
Deleted
dude.
all my videos. I had 1,300 recorded videos, and he deleted them all. And we could co-host, where you'd have two stacked on top of each other, so people can listen to a co-host
Mm-hmm.
and comment underneath.
Right.
It wasn't like Clubhouse or like this is where everyone can talk, but two people could co-host and two video streams. Everyone could put text in. I have some recorded screenshots of them from years ago, but they're all gone now. It's too bad. That was quite a lot of history that got deleted.
Yeah, right. Trying to find something I can use to prop my stand up just a little bit more. It's a little bit better.
Oh, that's better. I mean,
Yeah.
the view's better.
I think what I'm going to do is I have a bunch of stalks that are bendable that I can mount a phone on, and I'll just mount the phone. That way I can move it around and focus it and do whatever. So
I have an old lamp base, like a floor lamp,
Mm-hmm.
and like a chrome one, and I put one of those stalks, a chrome one, at the top to hold the phone. But then I can move it around any place. It's
Right.
so handy, a nice weighted base, and to carry it around. And I have a little power pack on it, so I can have that when I'm doing paintings live for clients. I can move to whatever painting I'm working on to show them progress or show them how I do painting techniques or something.
That's cool, man. So yeah, this is pretty neat. I'm very happy that I'm able to be up on, because I have a fast connection, so I'm able to be up on YouTube and X at the same time. So
Yeah, I have a super fast connection here too, and I used to triple broadcast on Instagram Live and Twitter Live, and which was Periscope and YouTube Live. And I would actually do other live streams to you now at the same time. I think the most live streams I ever had up going at once was 7. I was using OBS at the time to pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually had 2 iPads that I would broadcast from that were going to the Wi-Fi system that went to sites like Battle Cam and anybody that could live stream on, because I love live streaming to multiple people.
So you were doing like a custom RTMP server feed from OBS?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
This is great, and your picture is amazing. The picture quality is beautiful.
On my iPhone?
Yeah, it's very fluid, very, very high definition looking. It's really nice.
Yeah, I hope it's coming through well on YouTube. I don't know how well it's coming through on YouTube because my settings on OBS may be off. I've screwed with so many installations. I've moved it around from my main machine to another machine over to my MacBook Pro, and so I probably haven't set some quality settings. I don't know.
Well,
Let's
I'm
ask
very
Time Loop
impressed.
how the quality is. How's the video quality? He's my new friend.
I don't think I've ever seen a photograph of you in your stream.
Really? Oh
Yep,
yeah, I'm
I don't
totally
think I did.
doxxed. Yeah, I have tons of photographs in my stream and video, and yeah, I'm
Oh,
totally
I
doxxed.
never, for some reason.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't. I have I paid for the blue check and it hasn't reappeared yet. I had a real blue check from Twitter for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I went through so many hoops to get that check at the time. The verification, your personal documents, everything to get it.
Right.
And that got taken away. So I succumbed. Okay, I'll get it. And I paid for it and it still hasn't come after 3 months. It hasn't appeared. I'm not getting
After
any of the
3
special.
months, you haven't gotten your blue check mark and you paid for it? Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
have you
under
emailed them?
Yeah, I have. And I messaged too that I had the check for years, just the same exact check. Maybe that has something to do with, maybe there's some glitch if you're a former blue check person and you try to do this.
Yeah.
And I actually posted about it, and 3 people I knew complained to me the same exact thing. One was the Crayola Corporation, who no longer will post here because of the situation here, but they said they paid for it and they can't get it back. They said that there's nothing wrong. We're not doing anything to fault it. Maybe if you're a long time check holder, and one of the Stanley Tool divisions has the same problem. And I've done work for, so it could be linked to that.
Oh damn no. Hey, look at that. StreamCatcher office hours. Let me go back to my super source here.
I can't believe there's nobody here.
I know. It's all right though.
You could allow.
It's all good. I'm kind of surprised nobody is showing up. Let me see. Hold on. Let me invite a couple people.
That'd be a glitch.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
I've actually never seen anyone stream their video before. I've been to two different rooms, but the video display was there, but it was black and I couldn't see anything. Half the people said they could see it, and half said they couldn't see it.
Wait a minute. What was that? Who couldn't see
I was
what?
in, I stopped in only found 2 streams that were trying to do the live video. But
Oh.
to me, the images were black. It was just a black screen. I could hear the voice, but no moving image. And the people in the room, half said they could see it, and the other half said they couldn't see it.
Yeah, I went into a woman named Crystal's space earlier, and her video was just her icon, and it was doing the bouncy animation thing, like when you speak, but I wasn't seeing any video, so
Yeah,
I didn't know what the deal was with that.
That Periscope system worked perfectly. I never had a glitch with that in all the years I was on it.
Well, that was Twitter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Twitter.
Yeah, that was Twitter
But it
Periscope.
yeah, but it continued at least 6 weeks into Elon taking over.
I
Then
thought they killed
abruptly,
I thought they killed Periscope before Elon bought it.
no, it was still operational. I had it and it still worked just fine. And I knew it got taken off. It said that when I finally discovered it off, I got my screen said, the new X no longer offers Periscope. So that's all I got. I got a screenshot of it when I discovered that.
Well,
I used to live stream.
he wants X to be the everything app, just like WeChat in China. I mean, you know, that's what he wants.
Well, yeah, but I think the app is getting a little crowded, and it's going to be an awful lot for this little interface on a phone. You know, right now, I can't imagine how many more features are going to layer into this.
You know what's interesting is I could sit here. If you saw me on YouTube, you could see that I'm on X as well, like surfing X, and I could actually tap into a space right now and listen live through this feed.
Well, something I used to do early on when live streaming first started on the internet around 1999, and it was terrible. And what I would do is I would use OBS, and I would use that to pick up someone else's live stream and co-host them with 2 videos stacked on top of each other. Do you see? You could actually add another person to this with OBS by doing a picture-in-picture.
Oh, I know. I've got it already ready to go.
Yeah, if they were broadcasting, you could do a picture-in-picture. You could create history here. You'll probably be the first one to figure it out.
Who knows?
I do that on Twitch all the time.
Well, this is pretty cool, though. I'm definitely I like the whole idea of this because I can do quite a bit with it. And now that the audio is piped through, that's so funny. I was getting that echo back because I was actually had my video playing. I didn't realize I hadn't paused it because I was checking to see if it was actually giving me audio. So.
Yeah, it was funny how it was like an echo chamber where it just kept going.
Just like when you do the video thing, when you point a video at the video, you know, and you get that infinite video. I love that effect.
Well, it's good to actually speak to you in real life. This is quite fun.
Yeah.
I'm on an iPhone 12, and I was going to click to broadcast because it does bring up a picture, a visible picture of me, and it brings up a test, and it works, but it says begin broadcast, and I didn't push it yet because I want to make sure that other people were getting to work all right before I started fumbling with it.
Well, what's weird is I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max as well, and I couldn't, when I tried to start a video podcast, a video space, there was no option for video. So I even reported on that when my audio was off and nobody could hear me.
Oh, I got it. I heard you.
Well, you heard me, but people on YouTube didn't because my audio was off. My stupid friggin' Rodecaster was off. So.
But I had the video option, and I clicked it, and it showed a full video screen and a video of myself on my FaceTime, you know, the FaceTime cam, and it begin broadcast is the next button to push, like begin, and I didn't push it, not yet. I just wanted to see if it even got that far, which it did. I
don't know why my 12 Pro wouldn't do it. So my 12 Pro Max wouldn't give me the option for video, which is weird. So
I kind of wonder if it'll work on an iPad. I haven't even tried
nothing works. Nothing works on the freaking iPad. It would be so great to have spaces on the iPad. I mean, God, you know, you wouldn't be hitting the mute button when you go for the mic button. You know, you'd actually have a layout that you could. I don't know why he doesn't have that like totally set up for the iPad already. So yeah, nothing works on the iPad. Spaces, nothing. Just
We got another
Twitter. What's up, Steve? How you doing, buddy? How's it going? Bring you up if no swearing. I'm live on YouTube, so if you swear, I have to boot you. So this is a PG space. Actually, PG is probably not even. It's a G-rated space. You got to be really careful. That's one of the things I'm really like. This is kind of the first time I'm just out. Let a couple people up to talk or whatever, but. You can't just willy-nilly let people up and speak in an X space if you're broadcasting it into YouTube. That's dangerous as hell. You'll get whacked real quick. Somebody says the wrong thing or whatever, you know, and your channel's gone. So not good. The heck is this? Based AF, Web3 gaming and culture. Blur. Oh, that's that marketplace. Have you ever heard of that Blur marketplace? Oh, there's Brandon. Hello, Brandon. Rules, no swearing, G-rated. How you doing? Brandon.
Just to toss something else in here. One of the reasons YouTube Live gave me one of the first 5 systems to test is that I had appeared on QVC and Home Shopping Network for almost 15 years at that point live.
Right.
And I live on NBC television news shows like Good Morning America and things, or the Today Show.
Yep.
And Today's my big thing. And I was perfect. I never swore. I never said anything inappropriate. And YouTube was very well aware of that. And that's why they put me on, knowing that I would keep it very G-rated and be very cautious about it.
Right. Well, you've been a very kind guest to be on here today. Thank you very much, Mike. Appreciate it. Hey, Brandon, how are you?
I'm going to mute myself, though, so some other people can try to see if they can speak and it works.
All right. Brandon.
Hello, sir. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
How's it going? Nice to see you.
I can see you.
Isn't that wild?
You too, can you? Yeah, definitely.
This is very
How's
cool.
been, hasn't it? 2 days. Okay, how does this thing work? Did you link a live stream to it, or is it just space itself?
Well, I'm actually live streaming right now on YouTube and on X. So,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at cameras when I'm doing this kind of thing. I'm live streaming on both, and you are being fed into YouTube so that the people on YouTube can hear you. Tax write-off,
okay.
G-rated, no swearing, or I kill you. Hey. Yeah, so it's cool. We are actually live on YouTube and on Twitter Spaces at the same time. I should probably post the YouTube link. The icon, for some reason, it screwed up and it gave me the old icon. I even dragged and dropped the new one on top of it, so I'll hopefully be able to fix it after it's over. So go to Twitter, because that's X, of course. And live now on YouTube. Are we still getting dinged for URLs in the first post? Oh well. I'll just say the icon is wrong. Fixing. So how's everybody doing? What are you up to, Brandon?
I think there's a delay in your video on YouTube, isn't it?
Well, there's a delay on the feed between YouTube and X, I'm sure, yes. Like, I'm broadcasting live at the same time, but whatever their buffer is or their servers or whatever, you're going to get a lag or a delay. It's not going to ever be synced in real time when you do this.
Oh, okay. So the weird thing is that you're using YouTube systems, but this is working faster than YouTube. X is working faster than YouTube to load your video, because on YouTube you're not on this exact moment.
Okay, yeah, so you're saying that there's a lag between this and YouTube is lagging behind. Right. there's probably a buffer of 8 or 9 seconds, I think, to allow YouTube to process, and like I think it goes through some algorithms looking for extreme stuff before it'll let you go. But it always has that buffer. So I know that that's been an issue with a number of broadcasters who've done this, professional broadcasters who've done this, that say that's the one thing they wish they could do is sync all the broadcasts, but they can't. Text right off. How are you, sir?
I have a question. So
What's up?
right now you're live streaming on YouTube, and I don't know if it's me or your YouTube video is just losing frames. Let me pull it up on my iPad to see if it's just my Mac or does the YouTube actually have a problem, because it's like 2-3 frames a second, something like that.
Well, I could have my OBS settings set wrong because I moved OBS to 3 different machines in the last couple of weeks, and I may not have gotten everything correct. Looking for, don't I have stats here? File view, scene list, stats, there we go. See if I'm dropping some frames.
Okay, so
oh shit, yeah, frames missed due to rendering lag a lot.
Yeah, because I have on YouTube, on my iPad, I have your voice, and also on my Mac, I have your voice, but the video is not.
Well, what's weird is that
properly,
Photograbber was
a
on.
lot of frames.
Photograbber was on, and he said that the video and audio look great. So he was on the YouTube chat. So I don't know what to think sometimes when it comes to that kind of stuff. When you get multiple reports. Where's my chat? There we go. Guess who this is? Show your notes. I have no idea. Who? Show your notes. Okay, so this is turning out to be a test video today. I've got actually I can move this over to the other window so you can see what I'm doing. That would be helpful. This is my screen sharing to my MacBook Pro, and this is my stream and my output. Oh yeah, my video bitrate should be way higher than that. Should be at least 12,000. So I may kill the stream doing this, who knows. But it probably won't affect it until I reboot. So I'll have to definitely go in and mess with my YouTube stream. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Brandon.
I also have a question. So, how did you pull up the video from YouTube in X?
How did I pull up the video from YouTube in X? I didn't. I pulled it up on my computer.
Oh, okay. So you're not using YouTube systems to feed the video into X. You're actually streaming on X.
Yeah, I'm streaming on X on my phone. So right there, my phone.
Oh, okay.
And my other cameras and everything, my pro cameras and stuff are what are set up for YouTube right now.
Okay, and
my camera's over
I think you chose
far.
to. I think you chose to do 2 separate videos, or can you just use a hub to redirect the same info into both machines?
Well, okay, so I can broadcast like from OBS to X, do X live, right? But there's no way to broadcast into a space, a video feed that I know of. So, I mean, that might be possible later on down the road. I know that if I take my phone and I double tap on the picture, it reverses, and then you can see my screen from the, you can see my camera on the front. So like there's my YouTube chat up there. So I know you can do that, but let me see. Everyone, music. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have any other controls over anything. So if you were able to do this on a desktop, then you'd be able to pipe anything you wanted into it. And I'm assuming because you would just use whatever source you wanted as a webcam. But because it's iOS and because it's on a phone app and all that stuff, it's defaulting, of course, to the camera that's built into the phone. That's what I would think.
So your main source of visual on the X app is actually your camera. And only your camera.
Yeah, I mean, currently, yeah. Hold on just a second. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit. Okay. I think that's better. Yeah, that's much better. It's a little bit better anyway. Okay.
But do you know what I realized just now? There's a huge audio quality difference between YouTube and X. And X is way better. I don't know why. It may be just because it's live streaming and, you know, it cannot catch up with the quality, but
it's probably my settings. I need to go in and tweak the settings on OBS. I was negligent in doing that because I just kind of wanted to get on. Hopefully we'll be, you know, but there we go. So somebody came into the YouTube feed and said, guess who this is? And it was somebody called Show Your Notes. And I have no idea who that is. So, can you still see me on X?
I think the video froze.
Ah. Okay, now I'm back.
Okay, it's back.
Okay, so if I go out of the app, it'll still work, the like X space and everything, but the video will freeze. So that's, if you plan on using your phone for anything else besides X video spaces, don't plan on it. So, well, cool. Okay, so where the hell am I? This has been a fiasco, but it's been good. Actually, I've been really hoping for something like this. People could be here and give me some feedback and help me make sure I've got all of the I's dotted and T's crossed. So, oh, maybe that's Jody. Show your notes. Should I call her out publicly? No. Oh, I think that might be her. All right. Let's see. Okay, so, boy. And a checklist. Getting a checklist together of everything that you have to do before you go on the air is incredibly important. So, and today's just like I put up on the thumbnail that didn't load for some reason. This is just office hours, so I'm gonna talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, talk about what's going on in the world. What do you got? Anybody got any interesting news for me? Or, oh, there's Jody. Hi. There we go. Hello, Miss Jody. How are you?
Hello. Wow, this is really cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see you stream.
It's pretty wild.
I stream. Yeah, it's cool. I've got you on YouTube as well.
Oh yeah. How do I look?
Yeah, you look fine. It's all good.
How's the video quality though?
It's a bit dark, but maybe it's darker than the X one. So your jumper on YouTube looks black. Your jumper here looks grey.
Okay.
Jody, how's the video quality for you on YouTube? Because for me, it's just losing frames.
Yeah, I've got it set poorly.
It is. Yeah, it is quite. It is a bit jerky.
Okay, well there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Give me the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So it's definitely the setting on OBS, and it may be because for some reason my MacBook Pro isn't capable of doing this, so I may have to yet move it again to the AMD PC I've got over there with 64 gigs of RAM and just do it that way, which will be the last stop for the whole setup. Oh, it's been
And
crazy.
there's about 10 second delay. on what you're
Yeah,
saying on
that's
X to what's on YouTube?
that's unavoidable.
Is that normal?
Yeah, that's unavoidable. There's YouTube
Oh,
has
it's so cool to see you though.
YouTube has a buffer. So yeah, it's wild to do this. Are you guys gonna do this?
I think Mish might later, but I did say to him, if you do this, you're then like you have to be sat upright. You can't be reclined in a chair. Everyone's going to see up your nose, and you have to make sure the camera angles are good.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It
yeah,
definitely
hilarious.
requires more being on when you're doing this than it does just to being in a space and talking. Go ahead, Brendan.
Absolutely, yeah.
So how many videos in a live X space can you bring up? Is it just the host?
Just the host, yeah. I doubt very seriously that it would be anybody else for the foreseeable, short-term future anyway, because this is quite a feat to pull off, in my opinion. To keep that full duplexing thing going with multiple people with the audio and add the video component. It's impressive. I mean, it really is. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's quite impressive. I mean, I'm looking at your video, and when you talk, there's not even a millisecond of delay.
Wow.
Like it's spot on. It's synchronized. It's spot on, and that is really a cool feature.
I wonder if I'm the first person to do this.
What, a double broadcast?
It says that it came out 24 hours ago, so I honestly doubt that.
Well, I was hoping to be able to do it yesterday, but it didn't work out. So, but now I'm up on X and on YouTube, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to do this more often and actually have game plans and things to talk about. But today I just kind of wanted to get up and post some office hours and hang out with everybody.
Okay, cool idea.
Yeah.
It does draw information from the main camera and the selfie camera. So if you have a device, let's say an iPhone, an older one that you don't really use anymore, you can pull out the camera and redirect the source to an actual screen, and you can feed a very professional stream through it.
Wait, you
like
lost me. Are you talking through X Spaces?
Yeah.
No, you can't do that right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, you'd have to have that on the desktop.
Not tweaking on the app itself, but you have a phone, right? And you're getting your visual information from the phone's camera. So you rip out the camera, you attach a secondary source of info, like a monitor, which is getting all the info, a proper setup for a live stream, and you could talk and you're good to go.
That sounds like a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it does, but you would actually be the first one to do it.
Well, being the first one to do something doesn't necessarily mean it's not stupid. I keep on seeing Ennis's request, and I'm trying to add him as a speaker, and it won't let me. So if he, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, did that work? No? Add a speaker. This is interesting. It's not letting me add him as a speaker. Hold on, I'll invite him to speak now that he went down to listener. See if that works. I'm wondering if there's some kind of limit. Aha, there he is. I'm wondering if there's a limit, like if you can still have 2 co-hosts and up to 10.
Yeah, it's been acting a little funny, Twitter, the last couple of days.
Nav, update your app if you haven't.
I did. I've updated the app. I can see Stream. How's it going, Stream?
Hey, what's up?
I can see him. I tried this yesterday. I was watching an episode of The Sopranos, and I had the camera pointed directly to one of the to the TV. So I was hosting. It's kind of neat. What do you guys think about it?
Well, that's kind of cool. I could take one. I wish they'd have it on a freaking iPad. I could take one of my phones. I was talking to Mike about this. He said he has a 12 Pro Max that'll do video spaces, and mine won't let me. It doesn't have a video spaces button for some reason, so I don't know why.
Oh, yours doesn't have a video space button?
The 12 Pro Max doesn't. but the 14 Pro Max that I'm on here does, and it works fine. But I could go and I could start a space, put it in landscape mode, because if you tried to use this in landscape mode, it doesn't work. Because once you turn your phone in landscape mode, if you've ever tried to do that in a space, it totally screws up the space. You can't see it right. It's
So
made,
when I see you doing landscape mode, your screen will appear above all the PFPs.
yeah, but it
From what
doesn't render properly. So it always screws up, and you get mismatches, or things overlap, or the things disappear. So it's even when it wasn't in video spaces, if you turned your phone sideways in a Twitter space, it would not look good. So the sideways one doesn't look very good. But what you could do is you could set it up to put it in landscape mode, set it to like, Ready Player One or whatever, and then go to another phone and go in as a co-host and run the space and talk about it and have like a watch party.
Okay.
Right? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Because I could go like this and, hold on, go like take my phone.
I'm going to take a guess that they're going to have, hopefully they'll have more than the host showing you a video.
Yeah, see, I'll show you what it looks like when you put it in.
See, when you do
mode.
landscape mode, I don't know about you guys, but when you do landscape mode, your screen appears above all of us.
That's not how it looks for
top.
me on a 14 Pro Max. So here's how it looks for me on a 14 Pro Max. Hold on, landscape mode. Okay, look down in the bubble now. That's what it looks like in landscape mode to me. So it's unusable as far as the interface goes.
Yeah, that's what it looked like with me too.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
Way.
I can't use that. It looks like crap.
Yeah.
Sorry, YouTube. Sorry.
But when you show the landscape mode, like us as viewers, we can see you. Like I can see you at least above us, and it's wider.
Right.
So it looks better.
So it looks good for you guys. Good. Okay. Because that way, and then can you full screen it? You can full screen it, can't you?
I believe. Let me just see if I can full screen it. No, I can't full screen right now.
No,
but I have an iPhone 11. I have an iPhone 11 and it works just fine. It has the camera button and everything.
I'll bet you dollars to donuts the ability to full screen the speaker will be like in the next update or two.
I've still got you at the side.
Yeah. Pardon?
You're not going to the top. I've still got you at the side.
Yeah, he's on the side right now. But when he has it in landscape mode, Jody, you'll be able to see him at the top.
It didn't change on my phone at all.
Okay, try it again. Try it again.
Hold on.
See, now I see it at the top.
I got it, yeah.
Yeah, and mine is all screwed up, so I can't see a damn. Mine still
and it looks
stays
so much better.
Mine still stays in portrait mode, and it's all crunched up, and I can't see a damn thing. So I can scroll up and down.
I'll do a grab.
I can scroll
they
up
might
and down, but I can't
they'll
do
fix
anything.
it. I think they'll fix it. It's a glitch. They might fix it.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll do some modifications. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it won't be.
It's a test trial,
won't be too long. This is version 1.0, I guess. Hey Brandon, what's up?
So two things. Firstly, if your phone hasn't got the update yet, it's probably an account-to-account update. So it might be sometimes some accounts might take a while to get the update. And the other thing is that
well, that's not the way updates on iOS work.
On Mac and iOS right now, right?
Yeah, but I mean on iOS, if Twitter pushes out an update, if they push out an update, oh shit.
Stream, I can't hear you.
Oh shit, I was sorry. Yeah, on iOS, if they push out an update, it's goes to all the phones, but some get different code in the update than others. But it's weird that Mike would have the ability to have video spaces on his 12 Pro Max, but I can't do it on mine. Because I know I can't.
Yeah, it might be just a glitch.
I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right
just
now.
24 hours.
Oh, wait a minute. So, there it is. It just showed up. I tried to start this. I tried to start this video space an hour ago on this phone, which is set to automatic updates, and that was not there. That start with video was not there.
Okay, so you just updated it right now?
I didn't update it. It must have updated on its own. It's set to push. It's set to push new updates automatically.
quick question.
Yes.
I haven't tried it yet, but you know that if you're using the same Apple ID, if it's on what was it called? The camera sharing feature. You can use your Mac or your iPad as the main camera. Does it support that feature? Because it's built into the OS.
So you're saying I could use another video source as my main camera on my iPhone?
You should be able to. You should be able to by default. I mean, it's
How would
just a
how would
feature
you
on the
access
OS.
that? Do you know? How would you access that?
If you so on your Mac, the taskbar at the top,
Mm-hmm.
you usually get a orange or yellow icon of a video.
You're talking about display settings.
No, not display settings. On the main page,
Right.
at
Yeah.
the
Your
top,
menu
you have
bar.
the taskbar, right?
Your menu bar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You must have a very small video icon there.
I don't think there's a video icon per se. It's Siri. Oh, no. Did you hear Siri?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
No.
So you don't have it.
I was
So it's
responding.
not actually the app.
I was responding to Siri. Did you hear Siri?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so that came through. That's cool too, because this way I can go and I can have you guys listen to videos on YouTube and stuff.
Wait a second. That Siri was on your
That was on my
streaming
computer.
phone, the phone that you. Oh, okay.
That was on my Hackintosh.
Okay. So you didn't get the icon, the video icon.
Well, I mean, I have tons of icons, but I don't think you're talking about one for display. So
I'm talking about one for sharing the video. Okay. Let me actually tell you about the feature. When you have a
screen mirroring. Is that what you're talking about?
No, screen mirroring is not it. So when you're having a FaceTime call, you can use your Mac or your iPad as a video source for your phone, or vice versa.
Okay, so I have to have FaceTime open.
No, not FaceTime. FaceTime was just an example. With the latest update, you're actually able to utilize each other's cameras. So if it's not there, that means there's a problem with the X's update.
Webcam.
Because it's a native thing. It's on iOS and on macOS. It's not built into the. Do you have AirPlay on?
Yeah.
Let me look into it.
Yeah, I don't see any way I can do that. So I know what you're talking about, but I think that may be app specific. I think that may be just like specific to like
do you
FaceTime.
have? There is a settings in your Mac, I believe. Yeah, it's on Mac. That you have the option of AirDrop and handoff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you have your handoff on?
Let me see if I have handoff on. Probably not, because I have so many things going on RF-wise in this studio for other devices. Allow handoff. Yeah, allow handoff. AirDrop. Okay, everyone. AirPlay receiver. Oh, you're talking about, okay, AirPlay receiver. AirPlay receiver allows nearby Apple devices to send video and audio content to your Mac with AirPlay. Right. So allow AirPlay.
Yeah, do you have that on?
Yeah.
And they should be on the same Apple ID.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or you can, if you have different Apple IDs, you can set it to anyone on the same network. If you turn that on, you should be able to redirect your Mac's camera as a source for X's streaming system.
So you set that up on the phone somewhere as to take the handoff from the Mac, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing, handoff on the phone.
Excuse me, let me see if I can find it. How do I sound, by the way?
You sound quite nice. You're quite okay.
These are the
You should
Rode.
have your
This is
continuity camera and handoff on.
this is the Rode Wireless Go 2 that I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have continuity camera, handoff, everything is on, automatically AirPlay. Okay.
So if you turned it on and it doesn't work right now, you probably have to end the stream and put it back on. So
Okay. Well, I'll figure it out. I've got enough cameras hooked up to enough stuff that's kind of cool, but not really
Yeah.
unnecessary at this point. So, but it's good to get this going. I mean, I'm pretty psyched that I've got YouTube and X up at the same time, and I seem to be able to handle both for the most part. Anyway, I'm working on it. Jody, you're not show your notes, are you?
I'm not what, darling?
On YouTube, show your notes.
No.
Somebody on YouTube is like, guess who this is? Smiley face, and it's show your notes. And I have
No, it's not me.
no idea who that is. Let's see, I'll go to their channel. Show your notes. Show notes app. Oh, I know who this is. It's the K-Man. It's Kabir. That guy. All right. I wonder why he isn't in here. Let's see. KE Visuals. And we got Creasy. I let Creasy up. G-rated. You cuss, you're out. Let's see. Got Mike in here again. Mike. And it's starting to fill up. Kevin, I know we follow each other, but I don't know you very well, so I'll let you up, but please be careful. I'm live on YouTube as well, so if anything happens, I'm going to have to boot you real fast without a question. So, how's it going, Creasy? How are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
I'm well. You look fantastic, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. It's fun to be on YouTube and X at the same time. I think this is going to be a good thing to be able to do. Yeah, it's a delay, unfortunately. You kind of have to. You kind of have to watch one or the other, you know. So I think it'll be good, like if I'm on here talking about stuff and doing a tutorial or something. Say, you know, you could talk to me about it here and watch it on delay, or you could go back and watch it later. It just gives you options, and it's cool to be able to interact live with people, not just in a text bubble, you know.
Absolutely, it gives it more authenticity. For sure. Is this an API or something that integrates them?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Is it an API that integrates the two together?
No, it's a lot of equipment and a bunch of hassle that does that. Yeah, it's no. I'm broadcasting through my studio setup using my Rodecaster Pro 2, and I've got it hooked up to the iPhone so that I've got a mix minus going so that I can broadcast into YouTube and you guys and talk to you with headphones on, and not have like all kinds of garbled audio. So, but yeah, there's two actual streams going out of my studio right now. I wish you could. I mean, I know that there's, you know, services that'll allow you to stream to multiple platforms, and I don't know if there's any delay or lag between the platforms. I'm sure there probably is because they're different platforms. But even if there wasn't, I don't think that services like that would work with something like X Spaces necessarily. At least not yet. I mean, they may make it work that way, but which would be great.
Well,
I mean, all they have to do is get it to work on like iPad and/or desktop, and we could do a hell of a lot more. So.
Right. Well, when I get back to the house, I'm out running errands right now. But when I get back to the house, I'm gonna do some research, see what I can find.
Cool, man. Thanks. Hey, go ahead, Brennan.
I'm looking at something. When I get a result, I'll get back to you.
Oh, okay. Mike, what's up? Oh, shit, I keep on turning my mic off. Mike, what's up? What was that, Jody?
I was just going to say you haven't got your mic on, but also what I'm finding is because you're there on video, I want my phone upright rather than flat on a table. It's really weird.
I know. Well, I have one of those. I have one of those MagSafe stands that goes back at an angle, and I've kind of got it propped up on a remote right now. But I've got a stock. In fact, do I have it here? Well, I've got things like this. I've got arms all over the place that I can, attach things to and put in
it's
phone mounts, and I can make them. I can put them up anywhere I want. So.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. The position that you're in is perfect. It's me. I want my phone to be upright so I can see you rather than normally it's just PFP, so I'll put it flat on my desk.
Right, right. Well, I
So
want
it's
something
playing
that's
with me
more.
rather than you.
I want something that's more manageable and something that I can actually bend and move down and show people stuff, and we can do reviews and all kinds of things. So it's nice to have all the options. It's a pain in the butt to set it. It takes like 2 hours to set up for a video shoot if you really have prepared a lot to do. So it's not something where you just, turn on a Twitter space and go, hey, bitches, I'm here.
What, like how Mish will do it later.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's cool. Mike, what's up? There I am. It's already sent me a picture. See over here. Yeah, it's nice because I've actually got my switcher and my Rodecaster way over there, but I've got the ability using, I got this cool program called Mix Effect Pro, and it allows me to control my whole ATEM switcher from my iPad. So I can do super sources and all kinds of cool stuff. And let me see, I don't get caught up with my headphones here. Headphones, I'd like to get some good wireless headphones. That would be nice, but we'll see. Got some requests here, back to Mike, back to NS. Okay. And so let's see if I've got, where's my...
YouTube, I've just got a picture of a screen at the moment.
Yeah, I can pop it back here. Hey, there I am. So that's him.
All right, it's a 14-second delay between X and the YouTube feed on X.
That's quite a delay.
Let me check it in YouTube as well by opening it in YouTube rather than X. Hold on.
I wonder if there's any way to reduce that lag. So yeah, we've got 2 watching now. It's cool to see. It's really wild, like, just even the way you should be setting up your screens and your chat windows and your controls and everything else. It's an art and a science, and it definitely changes depending on the equipment you have and the room you have and all that kind of stuff. So it's custom consulting for that is definitely worth paying for, because if you're setting up your own studio or whatever, like kind of like I did, even the pros can mess it up as far as picking equipment or whatever. It's a very, very stressful thing to do when you have to put everything together and pick and choose. I can see people getting lost real easily. So there's that. All right, so let's go back to here. But anybody got anything interesting to talk about? They'd like to, any news or anything going on? Well, besides all the craziness in the world. We've got, let's go back to our super source.
No, but I'm just to jump on my scooter, so I gotta get off. But
I'm just going to jump in just quick and say, because I can't stay too long, I just tried my iPhone 12 Pro. I left your stream for about 3 minutes, watched it about 10 minutes. I put on and it worked fine.
Oh, good.
And I only had but I didn't get any viewers, and so I reshared it, and I sent to specific people like Chet Bliss and that, and they started coming in and saying that they didn't get the notification for the show going live at first.
Mm.
You may have had the same problem because you should have a lot more people even now. But it did work. It worked fine. Every feature worked beautifully. I didn't know there was a soundboard here. I was pretty surprised about that.
What's weird, Mike, is that I went back an hour after I told you that there was no video button, and there was a video button. So it must have updated because it's on automatic updates. So
yeah, so was mine too.
Yeah, so that's that was cool. It's there now. So like I said, I was going to start it on the 12 Pro Max because I like my 14 better. But it'd be interesting to do a comparison too of the video because people are saying that the video quality here is really, really good. And I don't know.
Amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how good it's going to be on the 12 comparatively.
Well, it was good. Everyone said it looked good to me, and I recorded the show, and I will talk to you again soon. I'm probably going to try it again later myself, and because I do a lot of paintings here, so I'll put on one of my live paintings so people can keep me company while I'm painting like Louis Vuitton bag or something.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but thanks. It was fun.
All right, man. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for hanging out and helping me out with the audio and stuff. Appreciate it.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.
I keep turning my mic off. I keep forgetting with Bluetooth, I just need to leave it on. So, oh, wait.
Stream, I sent you a couple of grabs of how you look on X and how you look on YouTube.
I know, I saw that. Thank you. I need to look at those a little bit more. So yeah, YouTube is definitely, I need to change the streaming settings for sure. I know what I need to do because I've got them written down, but like I said, I moved OBS twice, and I'm probably going to do it again to another machine because the MacBook Pro that I've got, the i9, I thought it could handle it, but it's dropping frames like crazy, evidently. So either if I fix the OBS problem and the settings and it works, then did my video freeze, by the way, when I was in X doing all that?
I noticed some freezing on my end, but it could be from my end.
Okay, because I know that if I go out of X, my video will lock, but I'll still be talking. You can still hear me. So it's basically if you're doing a video space on X, this is what you're doing on the phone, and you probably shouldn't do anything else. So do I sound any different than I normally do coming through on this road?
It's such a different experience watching the person and when you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have this like picture in your head where how everyone looks like, the way they talk, and it's like, okay, it's so different from what I imagine how you would be streams.
How did you imagine I would be?
I don't know. I thought you were like, I don't know, like just the way you're. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just a weird experience when you see that now. I get to see you on video now, and the way you talk. Like I know you. Like it's like I know you, but I just didn't imagine what I didn't think too much of it.
Right.
What people look like, and I just had that idea. Right.
No, I get it.
It is a totally different experience. Honestly, this space now is so completely different to a normal space. It's really weird.
So I guess
all it is
people
a
are expecting,
video.
when we have our own space, people are going to expect us to be in front of the camera. See, the way I market myself, and I'll be glad to show you who I look like. Like there's only a small group who know what I look like, but I brand myself like as unknown, right? Like I don't want people to have to know what I look like, right? If I'm playing my music and stuff like that. That's just the way I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think, yeah, I don't think I'm going to host with the video. Not yet. I will eventually, but probably not yet.
Hey, do me a favor.
It's easy to switch stream.
Can you guys just do me a favor and tell me if you can hear me when I give you a thumbs up? Well, there's no thumbs down, is there? Hold on a minute. Yeah. Okay. If you can't hear any audio when I'm talking for in just a minute, give me thumbs down. If you can still hear me, give me thumbs up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, that button doesn't work. I need to fix the Stream Deck button that is supposed to mute me so that I can vape or whatever and not sound like a sizzling dragon. Okay.
So demonstrate to us how you can switch between your video and your PFP and have a vape while you do it.
I don't know how to do that.
So if you're on video, that's it. You're stuck on video for the whole space duration.
Ooh, I think so.
This is something I
Oh
need
wait,
to
no, no,
know
no,
before
no,
my
no, no,
husband
no, no,
goes on
no.
video.
I'm wrong. There's an icon down at the bottom near mic is on. It says camera is on, and it's actually overlapping two of the other buttons. So I'll show you a picture of that. I'll take a screenshot. But yes, if I turn my camera off, let me see.
No.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah, but you muted us.
I know, accidentally, because the thing popped up and then went down. So the camera is on button. The camera is on button. Let me show you. This is funny. Okay, I'm gonna post it down in the nest. UI issues. So the camera is on button is directly over top and in the middle between the sound effect icon and the people icon to tell you who's in the space. So trying to tap on it right now gives me nothing but the two choices, but not the camera button. So if I flip it to the side and then I turn my camera off, then I flip it back, that's what you see. So now I can do that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, now, but I have to, currently on a 14 Pro Max, I cannot do this in portrait mode. I have to flip it to landscape mode, then I turn the camera back on, then I flip it back to portrait mode. So yeah, growing pains, definitely. We've got a few growing pains, so, but that's cool.
That's good to know, though. Yeah, cool.
Yes, okay, so that is an interface element that I kind of semi-missed. I don't know how I did. It's like directly hanging over top of two other interface elements. So we got, oh, hey, Rays. Thanks for following me.
So I sent my this is what I look like, stream. So if everybody keeps I don't have to tell people what I look like. This is what I look like.
Where? What, are you trying to show me something?
Yeah, I'm just sending you now because now that there's video out there, people are gonna ask me, why aren't you doing a video host space? I don't want to. There's a reason I don't want to do that.
Because
Why, do you look funny or something?
No, I don't look funny. I just want to keep. I want to just be unknown, right? That's just how I.
So do the video stream with a paper bag over your head with two holes.
No, I'll put like a emoji, like maybe if they have those softwares where they can put something slapped onto your face when you're talking. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that.
you know what? You know what's really weird is you bear a very strange resemblance to my best friend when I was young, like my best friend in the world, a guy by the name of
your behavior and the way you talk, you remind me of my cousin.
Oh, really?
Dave. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah. He was the guy that we were best friends for years and years and years, ever since we were young. And when I moved to California, he had a girlfriend. I almost convinced him to go, but he had a girlfriend that wound up hating me because because of our relationship, me and my friend's relationship. It was so tight. And she convinced him that, I didn't care about him, whatever, because I was going to move to California. He said, if you move to Cali, I'll never speak to you again. And then he didn't for 17 more years.
Yeah, it's strange. Yeah. What people, I don't know. So people are just strange that way. I don't know what they're thinking.
People can be weird. I'm trying to get a better angle on this, and I'd like to go get my stock.
I was going to say, can you give us a little tour of the studio?
No.
Is that going to mess up everything, or we can't see the mess? Is that the
yeah, it's not in tour condition right now, but that's because I ripped everything up to get to this where everything works. I mean, I've got it right now set up so that you could hear audio from my Mac, my Hackintosh, or my PC. And I wish I could pipe video in, but you know, I can do that on YouTube. So, but yeah, it's going to be.
I just wonder what will happen if you walk around. Does it reduce the signal at all, or does it mess the video
that's
up?
a good try, Jody.
Turn your speakers up, turn all your mics on, and let's get some crazy feedback loops going.
Oh God, I've already done that. Do you know what I did? The first 5 minutes I was sitting here with Mike Mozart, I tried figuring out what was wrong because I had all my mix minus and everything set properly, but I was getting a feedback loop. Well, I had my own video playing in the background in one of the windows, so we were getting this infinite audio loop. It was fun. I'm like clicking buttons. Why isn't this working? Oh, I hate that. Half the time the problem, or more, half the time or more, the problem is you. Definitely.
Problem exists between the chair and the keyboard.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How's it going, Rays?
It's going all right, bud.
Good. You having a good day?
Yeah. It was minus 35, so I made this an indoor day.
Minus 35. That's very
and Celsius.
freaking cold.
Not your teeny tiny little F's, but the big C stuff.
Wow. So let's go.
Actually, there's a scientific thing that a lot of people don't realize. As you approach minus 40, it's the same in both temperatures. The Fahrenheit scale and the Celsius scale both meet at like minus 40, minus 44.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Let's see what's going on.
I'm glad I've never had cause to know
that. Yeah, right. So, I never had a reason to know why I'm dying of cold. Ugh.
I arrived here in 2007, and the first 5 weeks I was here, it was in February, they had an office poll as to whether or not I was going to leave and go back home because it was minus 52, 5 weeks straight. The weatherman here has the easiest job on the planet. He just gets up in the morning, makes a little voice recording that says, "If you go outside, you will die," and then he goes back.
So it must literally be like you dying after a few minutes outside at that temperature, isn't it? Like, that's ridiculous.
I mean, you literally can't do anything for 5 weeks, can you? I mean, I wouldn't be going out in negative 52. That's for damn sure.
No, it is that your vehicles are plugged in. So there's what's called the block heater. There's an electrode that's in the oil pan of your vehicle so that your oil doesn't become a big blob. So it just keeps it just liquid enough so it doesn't freeze. You unplug the extension cord, get in the vehicle that's been running for 10 or 15 minutes, go to work, plug your vehicle in, go in and work for 8 hours, and you come straight home. Like there is no social life.
Sounds like you need one of those EVs.
Oh. You just go lock yourself in a pub. Can you just go lock yourselves in a pub somewhere?
Yeah, but so there's lots of different topics here. Speaking of the EVs, like all these people that think electric vehicles are going to be the in 5 years' time, all vehicles will be electric vehicles. Which part of downtown equator do you live in? Like these people that think EVs are going to replace every vehicle on the planet are just insanely stupid.
Oh, I know. It's ridiculous.
Because it's so, what do you call it? What's the term that they use for how long the battery lasts? Like how many miles you can get out of it, your range. So I haven't seen any EVs that have a range that can get me from my city 8.5 hours south to our next big city. So I'm going to be in the middle of that minus temperature we just talked about in an EV that's got no battery and no way for somebody to come along and, it's with a gasoline engine, somebody can go get you a spare gallon of gas and get you to where you got to go. Not with an EV, you're stranded. And in minus 52, you're dead.
That's true. Brandon, you're back. What's up? Looking at some stuff I did on Midjourney on YouTube. I got some cool stuff I want to do with these guys. I'm doing some like skater stuff, skaters in the air, in midair. I used to skate back in the day. Did all kinds of things when I was younger. Skating, BMX racing, motorcycles. This guy's, old guy's pretty cool. I'm gonna do a series called Never Too Old and use some of these images. So pull them out. It's really cool when you do a blurred background in Midjourney. You can pop the image out in Photoshop really easily. Photoshop.
So do you have any features that you can change your background, like you do in Skype and things?
I'm sorry, Jody, what was that?
Do you have a feature that you can change the background that you see? You know, like you do on a Zoom call, you can put your own background rather than what's actually there.
Oh, on X, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I barely got to the cameras on button. So I'm not sure. But no, I don't think so. I don't see any more buttons that are hanging out in the interface that I could do that with. But that would be cool. I do have a green screen actually right behind me that pulls down. You can probably see it in the video. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, that's a green screen right above me, right there. So I can pull that down if I wanted. You know, if I just positioned right, I could be green screened already. Ooh,
Wow.
look at me.
It's all green.
And I found a cool app on the Apple TV that will allow you to put any video that you have in your Photos app up on the screen as an animation. So that's pretty cool. It's called Chill Zones. So Chill Zones. If you want to get that for your Apple TV, then you can dump any movie you want into Chill Zones and run it. So blockies. You can see I got that going. Yeah, it's cool. It is very interesting to put something like this together and then try and make it all work from one chair.
You're doing really well so far. Cool.
Okay, thanks. I don't think so, but thank you. So, but it's
No, you are.
Yeah, we're working on. All right, so we're on YouTube. Let's see. I pulled that out. Subject. We didn't get the wheels there. We could go in and my Wacom pen. I've got my Wacom tablet here.
So is everyone else going to be hosting, like, with video now?
Well, you might see Mish later. He was talking about it earlier.
I wonder if it's going to impact people who choose not to do video. Because I can tell you right now that, I mean, I've said this for 20 years, which was content is king. And, you know, it's instead of just advertising, actually creating content. And I've been saying for 5 or more years that it's now a cult of personality. So, you know, the fact that we have the ability and will have the ability in the metaverse and everything else to be fully immersed, whether that's audio and video or 3D or whatever, people expect you to be present. They like presence. I mean, look at what we're doing with all the text to video right now. Everybody is trying to totally get the human condition down and, you know, speech and eye movements and all that stuff. It's all about people. It's all about generating people because people are where the story is at. And that's always been the case.
Especially in Web3 as well. Everyone's always on. It's about the story and the human element. Even though people want to be, you know, totally anonymous, some people, they still want to see you. So interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
it's definitely a different experience.
You know, there's a part of me that doesn't like, because I like to be a private person. I've given up on that whole privacy thing, you know, because that's ridiculous anymore. We've lost that battle. But as far as anonymity or whatever, if you want to remain anonymous, that's fine. That's up to you. But I think that moving forward, if you're not who you say you are, if you're not able to be accessible in every medium and be able to be seen, you know, people want to know who to send the torches and pitchforks for, you know, I mean, at the very worst. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I don't plan to be anonymous or like being a mystery. It's just I'm just branding it that way right now, and I think eventually I will reveal myself. But I'm not in no rush to do that.
Well, you don't have to be. I mean, I'm not, you know, like I said, I think just moving forward, though, if you want to compete for people's cash that's in their pocket in whatever way, shape, or form that is, whether you're an artist or selling products or whatever, people trust people. And as we move into this, you know, metaverse digital space of connection where we're going to expand social media into, you know, visual aspects like we're doing now, then you're going to have to get used to displaying your personality, and if you don't have one, you need to get one. And I mean that very seriously, because if you can't sell what it is that you've got to sell to me directly, you're probably going to fail moving forward. And that's, you know, small business.
And that's why I'm not here to sell anything yet, right? Like I'm not even looking at monetizing yet. That's why I don't really, I'm in no rush.
Right.
But you know, my real job is what, you know, is the bread and butter, right? So this would be a bonus if I can somehow monetize on our spaces. But I was telling Sia that if we're going to monetize, I'd rather set up a podcast and then, you know, link it to X so we can get some, you know, advertisement, you know, people to pay us if we get a number, right? If we get an audience.
Well, the ideal is being able to simulcast. So you broadcast into YouTube, you offer it as a podcast later, you broadcast into X, you know, you cover multiple networks, and you don't have to cover all of them, of course, but you know, like some people are into streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time because they're gamers, you know, getting Twitch is a big gamer thing. It all depends on, you know, who your audience is, where they live, all that kind of stuff. But the idea of being able to simulcast, you know, that's what I'm doing right here, right now is super powerful. I mean, it's, you know, I'm not paying a service or anything else to do this. I'm doing this all by my little lonesome, and I'm broadcasting to YouTube and Twitter and X at the same time. And then, of course, my YouTube feed will get better once I figure out what I did wrong. But it'll get the clarity, and the feed itself won't chop and all that stuff. But, you know, right now it's working, which I'm pretty psyched about. So couldn't do this yesterday or 2 days ago. So works for me. So yeah, I got that cut out there. That's not bad. And then paste that. And then I can say, let's go up here and go, give me a background. Yeah, no, I can't find a background. Just give me my generative.
The other good thing about it, Stream, the other good thing is when we've got a visual and it goes quiet, you don't think the space is rugged because you can see that you're still moving.
It's like, oh, why is he not saying anything?
Who's talking?
That was
me.
Jody.
Can't you hear me?
Oh, I can't hear Jody.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll put you down and bring you back up. Hold on.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then invite you back up. There you go. Hey, Steve. How's it going?
Yo, what's up?
Not much. We're broadcasting live on YouTube and X, and I'm doing some Photoshop and chatting with you people, you fine people. I don't know if you guys can see this on YouTube, but I just took the background out of this guy, and I tried to add a cloud background. I don't know about you, Jody, but I'm not really all that, like, impressed with generative fill. Sometimes it does some really cool things. I mean, generative expand is amazing. The ability to take the image and just go, oh, I need it in HD, you know, not in 2x3. You know, doing that kind of stuff, it's very, very good at. But actually adding pieces and parts to images or adding full backgrounds like that, I don't know. What have you found?
I found, so for example, if you've got an image and the hands aren't good or the hair isn't good, you just select the area that you want. And I don't give it a prompt. I just say generate. And if you don't give it a prompt, it tries to match in with the original image. Whereas I find if you give it a prompt, it can go wild and do really weird stuff. But you don't get it in one hit. You've got to generate a few.
So you just select an area and give a generative fill to it.
Yeah. So, for example, when I did the one of Doug and I put him in a suit. Hold on. Yes, I have.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, that was me. I literally just drew a shape around where the suit would be. So you don't include the face. You do it around the neck, and then the arms. Leave the hands out. Leave the face out. And then I just put suit and enter, and it spat out a few, and I chose the best one.
Huh. Okay.
But other times I've done something where I've literally just selected a rectangle around an area and hit generate, and it sort of works out kind of what you want. If it's simple.
Okay, let's see. So that selects the whole object. I don't want that. Let's see if I can select it by piece. Some of the stuff is working really good, and some of the stuff is like not so much, but the quick selection tool's gotten a little bit better. I've noticed that. I'm able to get, if it's in a decent color range, you know, I'm able to get something cool. But then of course it just picked up the whole guy's face. Beard and everything.
Yeah, it's better at some things than others. Sometimes it's not really quite sure. But I have, like I say, I found if you just hit generate and don't tell it what you want, it kind of fills stuff in.
I can see you. I can see you.
Guess who's just come in and can see you.
You can't see me, but I can see you.
Hi, Mish. How are you?
Wow.
He said, "Hi, Mish. How are you?"
So who is it, Stream?
Who is it,
Who
Stream?
is what, Stream?
What?
The project that Rob.
Oh.
So you want to know what I wouldn't tell you yesterday on the next space, but you want me to tell you on the next video space, broadcasting live to YouTube as well? No.
Exactly, yeah. But I have to say, Stream, I did lie awake last night trying to think about who it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you sparked my curiosity. I'm like that. I like to work things out.
Well, you are smarter than the average bear. You should be able to figure it out.
I possibly have, but yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what happens, because I definitely don't like people doing that to other people. Well, this is cool. Okay, so I selected his jacket and hat. You can see I'm on YouTube doing this, and I didn't put in anything for the gen fill, and it gave me one decent option, but that's the original. So,
yeah, but if you hit generate again and don't put any prompt, don't fine tune it, or just keep hitting generate, and you end up with about 20 images and choose the best one. So it becomes curating out of them.
Yeah, I've been able to get usable stuff out of it, but I haven't been as impressed as I think I should be. Do you know what I mean? I don't think.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
I don't think it's as aware as it should be of its surroundings, you know, visually.
Who is?
Well, I mean, even like, you know, let's say you have a picture of a sky, you know, scene or something.
Should we talk here and let Stream talk there? Should we talk here together? Yeah. Yo, Jody, how are you doing?
Hey, Steve, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh,
and
okay,
I said,
good.
yo, talk to them. And I'm talking to Judy and the other guys.
Okay, I totally lost what I was saying.
You are selecting something.
Yeah, I don't. Anyway, I'm not a fan. I'm not like really. There's stuff I like about it, but I think that it's not extremely aware of its visual surroundings or what you're asking. Oh, like what I was saying. Oh yeah, the sky. So if I had a sky or whatever, and I selected a nice, you know, a smaller area or whatever, and I said, you know, UFOs small off in the distance. It gives me these giant freaking UFOs, like one big one. And it's like, no, that's exactly the opposite of what I asked for. So as far as describing what you want and getting it, it's way, way, way off. I mean, there's other stuff that's way better than this right now. But
Oh, for sure. I think for really simple editing. So, for example, if you've created an AI image and it's put a really odd shaped moon and it's not round, you can just highlight over that area and it will regenerate it without a prompt, and it will do better ones. So, and there's sometimes it sticks to the image underneath the boundary. If you've got a window, it will stick it within the frame. And sometimes it'll take the frame out and do something completely weird and random.
Right.
So the one that I'm not impressed with much at all is the Illustrator generative fill. The vectors it's putting out are just, there's just too many nodes and it annoys me.
Yeah, it would be cool to have like a slider that comes up with that you could slide the node density up or down. That would be interesting. That would be kind of cool. Adobe Illustrator.
I mean, there might be settings that I haven't played with yet, to be fair.
I always wondered.
Be
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I always wondered why Adobe Illustrator seemed to have such a problem over the years with having an easy way to deal with vector editing. I mean, just if you compare it to CorelDRAW was so much easier, you know, than Illustrator to pull vectors and grab the little, you know, handles and, you know, turn them from curves to straight. And it's just, I don't think Illustrator ever got the memo that the way they did that was not good. But one thing they have gotten much better at is all the Boolean operations and the cutting and the compound path making, because it used to be a pain in the ass. You get doubles of everything all the time and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, well, you get one center that won't actually become the whole.
Exactly.
That's so annoying. I spent hours trying to change them.
Think about how much time we have spent on stuff like that over the years. Oh my Lord.
Oh, crazy amount, yeah.
Just tons.
Yeah. But a good vector, once you've got a good vector, it lasts for years, so they're good.
That's true. I got my doggies up here, a little dog series. Debonair dogs.
There's quite a big delay on YouTube now.
Is there? It might even crash. Who the hell knows?
You know, you're right now. You're going through different clouds with the skater, different backgrounds.
Oh wow, that was like a minute ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a big lag. Okay, well that's good to know.
But then anyone watching it on YouTube won't realize.
Right. They won't realize that it's looking better on X Spaces. Elon, did you hear that? You're better on X.
Yep, obviously we're in the future.
And I didn't mean it to be that way. I'm sure it's my fault, but right now my stream is better on X than it is on YouTube. So, yeah.
It's a very crisp image on X as well. It's very, very sharp. Compared to I don't know, that may be camera, that may be streaming, I don't know.
It's my streaming settings on OBS. They're terrible. I guarantee you. That's what it is.
But yeah, it's cool on the phone.
Oh, good. It's been a good experiment. Good to get on and just kind of hang out. And like I said, this is my I want to do office hours and actually have a purpose to each one and get this going. But until you have everything dialed in and working properly, I'm definitely going to put this up on a stock so I can be more like this. I can turn it like that, show you different stuff. So.
Have you got a gimbal?
I have a bunch of stuff. So I have some flexible arms that I can bend, and I have a phone mount on them that I can bend and move in any direction I want. So, but that's part of part of doing this. What was that?
I've got a DJI gimbal one that you can put your phone on.
Yeah, I have one of those too.
Yeah, maybe that would work. They're quite cool.
I forgot to even have that. I need to pull that out. And I also have.
You have so many toys, you forget you've even got them.
I know, it's horrible. It's just terrible. And you can't. That's the thing is that, like, if you sit there and you lust after all the stuff that you want and you think you must have it, it winds up becoming sometimes an albatross around your neck because that means you have to then learn it and then use all of it. So trust me, between the Blackmagic cameras and the Sony camera, I wish I'd stuck with one brand. Between all the different things that I have bought, I can tell you definitely at any given price point what to do and what not to do for your needs, because I've done it the right way, the wrong way, and every way in between, just to make sure that the right way is the best way. And that's the way I work, and it's terrible. It's like some weird OCD thing. So
That's hilarious. That's great.
But I do have it working well. I mean, like here, let's go back over to this and go to YouTube. So we could, why is this so big? What's going on?
Can you, another quick question. Can you flip the camera view on the phone? So you know how normally you can flip it so it's forward or rear facing camera?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you,
yeah.
do you have that facility in here?
All I have to do is double tap it and it flips to my rear camera. So like right now, so I can go over and say, okay, let's look at these videos in my feed and see what's going on.
Okay.
And
Hold it up a bit.
A Joe Rogan Experience. There we go. And then now you guys can hear this too. You should be able to. Hold on.
Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
What's up?
How are you?
I can't believe we never met each other until today. That's kind of crazy.
It's really weird.
It's kind of crazy. It was always like at the store, they're like, Cat was here last night. I'm like, fuck. It was always two ships in the night.
Right. I would see you and not be able to get to you.
Now, see, I can't see the video right now to see if it's in frame.
But only.
So can you all hear that?
Is that Cat Williams?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I can play out videos through all this and everything, and there we go.
Yeah, I have to say the quality is so much better. Like video on X here, it's very clear.
Well, I'll definitely get my OBS working properly on another system and get that piped over. And once that's done, it'll be my final system move. And then YouTube will be running well because I know that system will be able to pump it, and I'll just leave it for OBS. And yeah, I'm excited. This is good. This is great. So I'm gonna be able to play videos and everything too through X and YouTube.
I guess Mish and Jody, are you guys going to be testing the camera on your space today?
I think Mish will be testing the camera, yes, and I might pop behind him at one point. But yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I know what he has to do or not do, if you know what I mean. So
you can't get him on camera looking all disheveled, right?
Tell Mish not to pick his nose, right?
Yeah, some things like that. You know, like when Stream was saying he wanted to have a vape, it's like, what do you do? So Stream goes to the side where you can't see it on X, but you can see it on YouTube.
Yeah, right. I know. It's like, well, actually, if I go like this.
Well, don't forget, I've got to wait a minute to see this because there's a delay.
Okay, so I put the Be Right Back animation up. I have all these animations set up, but the one button that's not working, and I can't figure out, okay, so in the Stream Deck software, you can interface with OBS and all kinds of other stuff, and I tried to hook up the MIDI through the Rodecaster Pro 2 to the Stream Deck, but it's not recognizing it, actually through Companion. But anyway, bottom line is I can't find a button to turn the audio off globally and then back on, a mute button. I can't find a way to mute the whole damn thing. So I'm working on it. But once I find that, I find the mute button, and then I can hit any video source I want to change the video source in YouTube, of course, to whatever. But this is going to be the one where I'd have to go out of frame. So, but yeah,
funny. It's cool. It is cool.
It definitely helps personalize things for sure. I think that people seeing you.
It does, really, it does.
What I would like to know if you can share your screen of what you're doing on your phone. So that way, if I'm gonna, let's say if I make a mix or something, I can make a generic music video or something for it or something like that,
So you want me to share what on my phone?
Sorry?
Well, I don't think I got the.
Like I can make like a music video or something. That's what I used to do, right? Like I'd make a cool video.
Right. No, I get that. But what did you want me to? What did you want me to pipe into what?
Oh no, like on X. Can you I guess we cannot share our screen.
No, I mean the best I can do is like
Yeah.
go like this and give you the front screen. So.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Right.
You'd have to put like another monitor in front and then flip the lens to whatever you're shooting.
Well, I mean, I've got a stalk that I'm going to put my phone on that I could actually mount it, so that I could move this camera that I'm on right now and move it to a screen so that you could view and watch it, but it would be a camera recording a screen. So, it's not going to be the highest quality.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're on YouTube right now, I could go over to my Hackintosh and I could, show you everything I'm doing right from my hack and play full screen video and all that other stuff. I can do that right now, but I can't do it on
Yeah,
X.
that's what I meant. Like what YouTube can do, but you can't do it on X.
Right.
Or I can't. Yeah.
It'd be really nice if you could do something where you could do an RTMP stream to a service that would simultaneously stream it out to any other, media site you wanted and do it so that there was no lag, so you could do real-time discussion and all that. But I don't think it's going to happen. There's too many variables at play between companies that wouldn't allow that, in my opinion.
Why would they, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a logistical thing too. I mean, you've got ingest going on, you've got certain things happening. I mean, to be able to have to sync to, the YouTube network to the X network would be like, forget it. So I just don't think it's going to ever happen. But again, like I said, it'd be useful, like if people are listening to me on X Spaces or whatever, and I'm doing a tutorial or something, and they find they want to go back to it later, they can always go to the YouTube video and see like the full screen stuff and see what I'm doing. So worst case scenario, I guess that's what I have to deal with right now. But like I said, I'm glad that it's working, that I can broadcast on both, and I just need to tweak my settings now on OBS, and everything should be working good. I'm pretty excited. All right, well.
Would be cool if you can fix it, like what Jody was saying, there's like a delay, I think a 1 minute delay on YouTube.
Well, there shouldn't be that much. There's something wrong with my OBS feed right now. There's I don't have it set up right. So I've got it on a MacBook Pro. It's not a bad MacBook Pro, but it doesn't have enough space. There's stuff wrong. So, and then the streaming settings in OBS aren't right either. So the video is not coming through as clearly as it could because I've got really fast connection. And once I get that all set up again properly, at least I know this works. I can take this, move my stuff to another machine and get that going, and then I'll have good broadcast on both. And then the delay should only be about 8 to 10 seconds. I think Jody said it was 12 at one point.
Yeah, it's gone a lot more now.
Yeah, skipped and dropped frames. So it's very interesting, though. It's good to know that that's happening. So I'll fix it for sure. All right, where are we at? We're 4:03. All right, well, I think this has been awesome, guys. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. I didn't really do too much of anything today except troubleshoot some stuff and make sure that everything was going well. But we got our first broadcast, simulcast to X and to YouTube. So we will
Stream, before you close the space.
Yeah.
Just one thing. So you can do something about the controls. So on your Mac, open up QuickTime Player. And then, or any Macintosh running device that you have right now.
Yeah, I'm going. Hold on. QuickTime Player. Okay.
And up top at the menu bar, you get the file button.
Mm-hmm.
You click on new movie recording.
Okay.
And then besides the little red dot, which is for recording, you change the source to your iPhone.
Well, look at that.
And you have your phone there. And if you connect a Bluetooth mouse to your iPhone, then you can control it fully from your Mac without needing to touch your iPhone. Or your iPhone would be, you know, stationary somewhere like that.
Oh, shit.
But
hey,
it can do a lot of
did I freeze?
Yep, you did
Yeah,
freeze.
because
It takes a
okay,
little bit of tweaking.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I go and do that and I switch to my MacBook or my Pro Max, yeah, that didn't work. It tried to take over the Twitter space.
I tweaked it a couple of times. I managed to get it working.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry.
So-
Let me rephrase that. It didn't try to take over the X space. It tried to launch another app and stopped me
Yeah,
from
so you don't.
broadcasting.
Okay. One thing. When you tap on file and you go to new movie recording, you don't choose iPhone's camera. You choose iPhone's screen. So it's only gonna mirror it.
iPhone HD. All I've got is camera. I don't have screen.
It's a very small. Okay, let me do it with you. New movie recording.
That's all right. I don't really need to do that, man, because I've got too many cameras hooked up to other things to make that. I mean, what would be the benefit of me doing it? So you're saying so because I can broadcast?
Yeah, wait a second.
You think I can broadcast that
Wait a
into a
second,
Twitter space? I don't think I can.
No, it just gives you a bigger workspace than just a phone. And one thing, you have to actually connect your phone through a lightning cable to your Mac to be able to actually capture the screen.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll play around with that. That might be interesting to check out, to play around with for different, because piping video and audio through different sources is always provides interesting possibilities.
Yeah, it's always so.
Cool. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brandon. I guess I'll kind of catch you guys in Jody and Mish's space, and we'll see what Mish has to bring to the video table. Anyway, I will talk to you all later. Thanks again for hanging out.
Teach us how to dance. You're gonna teach us how to dance.
I'm not. Maybe he is. You don't want me
It
teaching
depends
you how
what
to
mood
dance.
you're in.
I know.
You definitely don't want me teaching you how to dance.
You're too old to dance, man. You're too old to dance.
All right. Well,
Brilliant.
thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate it. This has been a cool experiment, and I'm going to continue doing this in a much more organized fashion. And God bless. Take care. Peace out.
Take
See you
care, man.
later.